better watch out if your enemy's a road ahead of full prophecy to be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him every day like the bones clean. I feed him all the hate and he grows mean. He gets claws real big, pissed off quick, and if you cross him you might drop dead. Metaphorically, of course, settling the score, never getting bored, loves the blood and gore, always wanting more, feeding from the source. They don't really understand until they feel the force departed. If you start shit, you'll be heartless in the darkness, torn apart quick, you left scars ripped, you'll be chewed up and discarded. And this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate.
Welcome everyone to Monday Night Raws. We got a stacked night of action here for you tonight as we kick things off with the Rated R Superstar Edge. We see Lita alongside him here tonight, and this is a World Championship Tournament matchup as Edge looks to advance into the semi-finals of this tournament. We've seen Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes advance last week. Who will Edge be facing off here tonight? Of course, Rhodes and McIntyre, they will meet next week in the semi-finals, and Edge will also be in action next week. If he is successful, the semi-finals take place next week on Raw. Of course, the finals taking place in 3 weeks at SummerSlam. Edge looking to get into that semi-final spot next week as the Rated R Superstar ready for action. Who's his opponent going to be here tonight though? We about to find out. As Edge faces an almighty challenge in the almighty Bobby Lashley. One of Lashley or Edge will be in that semi-final next week. And if I'm a betting man, I know Edge, the ultimate opportunist, the Rated R Superstar, Hall of Famer. But it's hard to bet against the almighty. It's hard to bet against Bobby Lashley. But only one of these two will continue on in this tournament. Of course, last week Cody Rhodes victorious over Finn Balor, and Braun Strowman was defeated by Drew McIntyre. So Drew and Cody face off semi-final number 1. We'll find out the two superstars who make up semi-final number 2 will be one of Lashley and Edge, and be the winner. They'll face the winner of our main event here tonight. I'm not going to spoil that one for you. That will be a surprise. We also have Fatal 4-Way action in the women's division. First one, that will meet Zelina Vega at SummerSlam for the Raw Women's Championship. The bell rings and Lashley charges down Edge with a clothesline. Lashley not wasting any time. Sends Edge out onto the apron. And Lashley just manhandling Edge. The power of Bobby Lashley on show early in this one. Again, Lashley just picking Edge up and dropping him across the ropes. Edge is in trouble as Lashley got that waist lock. And now just up on the shoulders, but Edge able to reverse out of it. And finally, Edge able to get some momentum going now. Sends Lashley face first into the mat. And a big right hand from the ultimate opportunist. And again, those big shots from Edge. Go to the midsection. Collar and elbow. Edge with the Irish whip. And a big scoop slam sends Lashley down. Bobby Lashley though avoids the clothesline, takes down Edge. But Edge back up and again just dropping Lashley midsection first across the knee. Now full mount position, punches raining down on the almighty one. Goes for the cover, does Edge. 1 count only. And Edge with that dive to the outside. And the referee up to, or beginning his account, of course, count to 10 to get back in the ring. As Edge plants Lashley DDT on the floor now, working over the almighty one is Edge, and that neck breaker on the floor as the referee up to a count of 4. And now Edge with the elbow drop. In control is the Rated R Superstar. Referee halfway through his count now, up to a 5, but Lashley fighting back. But Edge is able to take it control and sends Lashley back into the ring. And Edge now has Lashley up on the shoulder, drops him face first into the corner. And the elbow to Bobby Lashley by Edge. Now Edge stomping away on Lashley, drops another elbow. Rated R Superstar now drags Lashley center of the ring. But Lashley again fights out. And drops Edge stomach first. And a big shot to the back. Lashley just taunting Edge, and that may cost him because Edge with the right hand, but Lashley fires back one of his own. And now look at the strength of Bobby Lashley, just drops him knee first into. Now working the arm, trying to weaken those shoulders of Edge, possibly for the hurt lock. But Lashley just having his way with Edge in this one. And Bobby picks Edge up. Edge though, boot in midsection, execution, Edge may just have it. And he's setting up, he's calling for the spear. Can he connect? It does. Spear by Edge. 1, 2. Lashley somehow kicks out. Edge can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Lashley kicks out of the spear. Boot to the midsection, elbow now. As Edge goes up top once again. Elbow drop connects. Now Edge just thought, and he believes he has the Almighty where he wants him. Was the Rated R Superstar got planned? Lashley with the reversal though. Big right hand. Irish whip sends Edge against the ropes, and that elbow dropping. The Rated R Superstar goes for the cover. 1. Not enough to keep a superstar like Edge down. As Lashley now working the arm again, trying to weaken him for that hurt lock potentially. But Edge with a right hand fires back on Lashley. And can he get him up for the suplex? Yes, he can. Lashley wisely rolling out of the ring though. But Edge again plancha. But Lashley reversing, able to get out of the way. Now going after the announce table is Lashley, but that just allowed Edge to get back up and capitalize. Now it's Edge using the announce table. Just wearing down Lashley on the outside is Edge. Referee up to a count of 5. Lashley with the reversal. Sending Edge into the ring. And now the Almighty One just taunting. But that just allowed Edge back to his feet. But Lashley setting Edge up against the ropes was Bobby Lashley got planned here. Irish whip. And big shoulder tackle by Lashley. And a big boot. Edge in trouble here. As again Lashley goes back to work on the arm. But Edge again with the reversal. But Lashley fires back with a shot of his own. And again the power of the Almighty with that gorilla press slam. Now Edge trying to retreat to the corner, but Lashley not letting up. The boot across the throat of Edge. And again, back to the arm goes Bobby Lashley. And again, working over the knee this time. And look at this, the strength of Lashley just throwing Edge around the ring. As the Almighty One in complete control, Edge in trouble. What is Lashley going for now? Irish whip into the shoulder tackle. And Lashley looks like he has Edge set up where he wants him. For the hurt lock, locked in. Hurt lock, locked in. Center of the ring. Edge has nowhere to go. Will he submit? Will Lashley make Edge tap out here? No, Edge fights it and he's able to break the grip of Lashley. Somehow Edge broke the grip of the hurt lock, still in this one. What match this has been. Flapjack, both men leaving it all on the line. They want to become world champion. Lashley gets a hold of the rope though. Now Edge just stomping away, trying to wear down Bobby Lashley. And again, just dropping Lashley, ribs first across the knee. And a big boot by Edge. And now he's going for the corner once again, looking for the spear. And it connects. Center of the ring, surely. That's it. 1, 2, 3. Edge advances to the semi-finals in the World Championship Tournament. As we take a look at the highlights, we see the execution and the spear that sealed the deal, booked Edge's spot in the semi-finals as he advances in the World Championship Tournament with a win over Bobby Lashley. And I don't want to take away from Edge's moment, but I'm hearing word there's something going down backstage. Cody Rhodes being attacked. Can we get a camera back there? We gotta take a look at this. Cody Rhodes being attacked on his way into the building. And that sore loser Finn Balor attacking Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes victorious over Balor last week. Balor, sore loser, taking the frustrations out on Cody Rhodes, and we move on with another member of the Judgment Day. Finn Balor failed in his quest to capture gold. But will the Eradicator Rhea Ripley have more success?
The following contest is a fatal four-way match.
Of course, the winner of this fatal four-way will meet Zelina Vega at SummerSlam as we look to crown our Raw Women's Champion there. Zelina was victorious over Tiffany Stratton, Tamina Snuka and Candice LeRae. We'll find out who the three women Rhea Ripley is up against in just a couple of moments. But like I said, we've seen with the attack Finn Balor had on Cody Rhodes just there moments ago. The Judgment Day are a vicious group. They don't take losing well. So you gotta believe Rhea Ripley wants to get things right, wants to put the Judgment Day on that track towards gold. And that quest begins here tonight as she looks to unleash her former brutality on the Raw Women's Division. But she is going to have a tough challenge in front of her as her first opponent, the man, Becky Lynch. She's called the man for a reason, one of the top stars, not just in the women's division, but in any division on Raw. In fact, in the whole WWE. So, tough challenge in front of Rhea. Of course, Becky's only one of the challengers. This is a full four-way. But it's hard to look past the man, Becky Lynch. And I'm sure just like Rhea Ripley, Becky has her sights set on that Raw Women's Championship. And she wants that spot in the match against Zelina Vega. Again, just like Rhea, there's two more challenges that want to stop Becky. And one of them is the EST, looking to prove that she is the best that Raw Women's division has to offer. Bianca Belair, and what a stacked matchup this is. Becky Lynch, Rhea Ripley, now Bianca. But only one will advance. One will book their spot at SummerSlam against Zelina. And it's hard to choose a favourite. Three of the top contenders. It's why they were chosen for this spot in the matchup. Gotta believe whoever walks out would prove a tough challenger for Zelina Vega. And we are about to find out the fourth and final competitor. It is none other than the Queen, Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair, of course, the daughter of Ric Flair. And that may be a tough challenge, tough task for some people to live up to, and that Flair name. But Charlotte doing a great job at doing so. Looking to add another title to her record. She's carving out a Hall of Fame worthy career of her own, and not just living off the Flair name, living off that legacy. She's doing justice by that name and living up to the pressure that brings. But will she be able to do so with a win tonight? She calls over the ref to open the ropes for her. Flair looking to add gold around her waist. Now not even removing her own robe, making the referee do it for her. You see Becky Lynch staring down Charlotte Flair. A lot of history between those two. They'll do battle once again in this fatal four-way, but they're joined by Rhea Ripley. There you see Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, and Charlotte Flair. One of these four will join Zelina Vega in that SummerSlam matchup, and we are underway. As Becky and Rhea just sending Charlotte and Bianca respectively into the corners. Now Becky going after Rhea Ripley with a backdrop suplex. Now hammerlock by Becky into the reverse DDT as Bianca in control of Charlotte with that power slam. Bianca showing her strength. And now Becky and Bianca going at it. Bianca Irish whip sends Becky over the ropes. Here comes Rhea to take advantage of Bianca with that Northern Lights suplex. And you see Becky and Charlotte going at it on the floor. Rhea showing off her strength. Bianca able to slide out the back and goes for the knee of Rhea Ripley. And you see on the floor Becky and Charlotte still going at it as Becky fights out a submission. And now Becky looking for that exploder suplex as Bianca sends Rhea out of the ring. What is Bianca going for? And a big dive over the top by the EST onto Rhea Ripley. What a maneuver that was. As we see Charlotte sending Becky, drop kicking her into the stairs. And now it's Becky sending Charlotte into the barricade. It was Rhea drop face first. It's action all over the ringside area as Bianca looks to send Rhea back into the ring. But instead of going after Rhea, it looks like she's going after Charlotte and Becky. And Rhea wisely just waiting in the ring. And then comes Becky Lynch with that flying forearm. Goes for the cover. One. Only a 1 count. Gonna need a lot more to keep Rhea Ripley down. As now Charlotte sends Bianca into the barricade as Becky going for the arm, trying to weaken the arm of Rhea Ripley for that fallaway slam into the steps by Bianca Belair to Charlotte. And now Bianca looking for a weapon. What she got is that a kendo stick, going after Charlotte Flair as Becky sends Rhea to the floor. Now all 4 women doing battle on the outside, and again Charlotte sending Bianca into the barrier as Rhea sends Becky back in, and a big boot for Charlotte. And now she's going after Bianca. Becky back suplex to Rhea. Fall must take place in the ring, but fail for by no count. That's no disqualification. As Rhea sends Becky into the barricade, and Charlotte sends Rhea into the ring and going after Becky once again. A suplex on the floor, and Bianca with a spear to Flair. Action all over the place. Rhea sent back in by Bianca once again as Becky and Charlotte once again going at it with that big... Rhea with a big boot. And she's setting it up on the shoulders. And did she hit the KOD? Did she hit Bianca with her own move? Goes for the cover. 1, 2, and Becky in to break it up just in the nick of time. I think Rhea hit the KOD. I think she hit Bianca's own maneuver. Now that leg drop by Rhea. And a spear by Bianca. The nip up into the spear. As you see Becky with a sledgehammer just attacking Charlotte Flair. Meanwhile, Bianca club to the back and a big boot to the face of Ripley. Goes for the cover. Becky back in again. Can she get there in time? Yes, she can. Now Charlotte back into the ring. All 4 women in the ring as Becky looks to take out everyone. And a fisherman suplex on Rhea. I thought she's going to hold on to it, but big shot by Bianca. And a club and blow to the back of Rhea Ripley as Belair dragging Rhea towards the center ring. And Charlotte and Becky once again going at it on the outside. But Becky sends Charlotte into the ring, and look at this impressive strength by Bianca Belair. What strength shown by the EST. As Flair now, Irish Whip sends Bianca to the corner. But here comes Becky. Becky disarm reluctant. Will Charlotte tap? But Bianca with a dropkick breaks it up. We may have seen Charlotte tap out and Becky advance into SummerSlam if it wasn't for Bianca. But again, the strength of Bianca. But Becky slides out into the roll-up. 1. But Rhea there to break it up. And there we see the manhandle slam. Hook of the leg. But Charlotte not even going to let the referee start the count. And Becky looking for that exploder again. But Charlotte with the DDT. And I think she went for a chop block there. And Rhea, a big boot to Rhea. And now the disrespect, wiping her feet is Flair. But here comes Belair. And Bianca gets caught with that elbow though. And a chop. A natural selection. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, 1. But Rhea's there to break it up. Rhea Ripley now in control of Becky. Flair going out after that kendo stick. As will Becky tap? The submission all locked in by Rhea. But Becky able to fight her way out of it. Still in this one. As Flair kicked to the leg of Bianca. And now Flair bridging into the pin. One. But Becky able to get up just in the nick of time. And she has Charlotte manhandle slam. But Bianca able to break it up. And dropping Becky onto the knee did Bianca. Now it's Rhea. Got that kendo stick, bringing it into the ring with her. Went after Charlotte, but Charlotte able to block it. And Charlotte with a big backdrop. And now Belair has Charlotte up on her shoulders. KOD. That could be it. Goes for the cover, but Rhea Ripley there to break up the pin. And Bianca rolling out of the ring, leaving Rhea and Charlotte, and Rhea hits it. Then goes for the cover. One. And Becky in to break it up. Now look at this. Rhea and Bianca working together to take out Becky. But that partnership didn't last long. It's every woman for herself as Bianca. What? Crucifix off. What was that? Look. Now Bianca has Rhea up on her shoulder. Drops her face first into the turnbuckle. Now it's Becky. The Exploder. And now setting up Bianca for the manhandle slam. Hook the leg. 1, 2. And Charlotte and Rhea in to break it up just in time. Rhea looking for that electric chair, but Flair counters into a poison Rana. And Rhea looking for that big boot on Bianca, but Bianca able to avoid it. And Bianca, look at the strength of Belair, that stalling suplex, squatting down with Rhea Ripley. As now Charlotte reverses DDT onto Becky. And a backdrop. And now look at this, roll through. Armbar locked in on Bianca, but Charlotte there to break it up. Now Bianca Irish Whip sends Flair into the corner, but here comes Becky now, Irish Whip. Bianca off the ropes with the arm drag. Now catches Rhea with the boot and the forearms, but Rhea fires up with a forearm. Irish Whip off the rope, drop kick. And now electric chair onto Rhea Ripley. And Charlotte looks to drag her back center of the ring. As she looks to lock it in, the figure eight locked in. Will Rhea tap out? Becky and Bianca attacking each other on the outside. Rhea fighting to stay in this, she's struggling. Is Rhea gonna tap Becky in the ring now? And there to... No! Rhea tapped. Becky was a bit too late. And Charlotte Flair with the figure eight gives Rhea, you see it there, Rhea taps just before Becky got there. And Charlotte Flair advances to SummerSlam. It'll be Zelina Vega for Charlotte Flair for the Raw Women's Championship at SummerSlam. And what a matchup that will be, as the Queen advances to the biggest party of the summer. And it is main event time here on Raw, and it is the final first round matchup in the World Championship Tournament. As Seth freaking Rollins looks to book his spot in the semi-final against Edge next week. Will it be Rollins able to advance to face the Rated R Superstar? Of course, we know one semi-final will be Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes. We don't know the health status of Cody after that attack on Finn Balor, or by Finn Balor I should say, earlier tonight as Cody was arriving at the arena. Hopefully by the time we get to Raw next week, Cody is 100% clear to wrestle against Drew. And we've found out Edge with a victory over Bobby Lashley early tonight. He's booked his spot in the second semi-final as he will face either Seth Rollins or Rollins' opponent tonight. Seth looking to win some gold here, but he has a tough challenge in front of him, I must admit, in the form of the Ring General, representing Imperium, Gunther. And you see by his side, as always, Ludwig Kaiser, Giovanni Vinci, backing up the Ring General tonight. But Gunther looking to prove the mat is sacred.
Imperium from Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 297 pounds, Gunther!
One of the biggest, the baddest, the meanest we have here. Looking to prove the mat is sacred, as he always does when he steps foot in that ring. One of the biggest challenges Seth Rollins has faced in his illustrious career. But it can only be one of Gunther or Rollins advancing. There we see the Ring General taking charge. His sights set on that World Championship, and Seth freaking Rollins is what stands between him. As we are sold out here tonight, Rollins is ready, Gunther is ready. It's main event time. Referee rings the bell, and we are underway as Gunther catches Rollins with a knee and just slamming Rollins, and Gunther going after the ribs. But Rollins fighting back, neck breaker. Oh no, elbow to the back of the head. And a forearm from Seth freaking Rollins. And again, stomp to the midsection of Gunther by Seth. And a chop. And DDT. Planting Gunther. A Seth boot to the midsection. And an uppercut to the back of the neck. And Gunther having to roll out of the ring. With Seth not gonna allow him the space, and a big dive. Over the top goes Rollins. Rollins closing down that space. He has Gunther right where he wants him. And Seth breaking up the count. He does what? Decides to go back in because he's seen Gunther was getting up maybe. And wanting to get that advantage as soon as Gunther got in the ring. Now Irish Whip sends Gunther off the ropes. Drop kick by Seth. And now Seth misses with the knee. This is the opportunity Gunther needs to take control. But Seth with the gutbuster instead. Seth in complete control. The ring general in trouble. Now Rollins super kicks Gunther. And oh, look at this. Ludwig Kaiser playing the distraction. And oh, Gunther with a lariat from behind. And oh, just now sending all his weight crashing across the ribs of Rollins as the ring general's using the announce table to his advantage. And look at this. Gunther just taunting Rollins. And a big chops. And oh, you do not want to get chopped by Gunther. Rollins surviving, breaking the count. But here comes the ring general now. Rollins with chops of his own. Super kicks the knee out and a super kick. But now it's Vinci getting involved. What referee, do something, send him out of here. First Kaiser, now Vinci. Seth isn't just facing off against Gunther, he's facing off against the entirety of Imperium. As Gunther now sends Rollins across the rope, goes for the cover. 1. But Rollins with the right hand firing back out to the midsection. Pedigree, no reversal into an Alabama slam by Gunther. Boot to the midsection. And a neck breaker by Seth and Vinci. Vinci again on the apron. Distracting the referee. But Seth staying focused, not letting Vinci distract him again. Or maybe I spoke too soon as Gunther drops Rollins across the apron. Now the ring general sends Seth back in, but gets caught with a sling blade. And now that ripcord knee strike. And Rollins has Gunther where he wants him. As he goes for that neck breaker, it connects. And oh, that stomped at Gunther's face, busted open the ring general. And that knee drop to the back of the neck. And again the knee to the back of the neck. Seth just wearing down the ring general, but Gunther fights back, big headbutt. And now Gunther looking for the power bomb and stacking Rollins. 1, 2. Seth kicks out at 2. But the ring general just toying with Seth with that neck breaker. Rollins in deep trouble. Gunther now, what's he going for? Irish whips. Rollins, oh, that big chop. Gunther's chops are deadly. Oh, big neck breaker again. But Rollins not staying down. But he gets caught, sleeper hold, locked in. Grapevine are the legs and Rollins is fading. Rollins looks like he's fading. But oh, gets the elbows, floats over into the pin. 1. Only a 1 count. And Gunther catches Rollins, power bomb, cover. 1, 2. Seth keeps fighting. Seth won't stay down. Gunther can't believe it. And now Gunther misses with the knee. Drop kick by Seth. Seth in control. But Gunther again, big chop. And the Irish whip. Sleep. Oh, stacks Rollins into the pin. 1, 2, 3. That German suplex. Enough for Gunther to get the win over Seth freaking Rollins. Let's take a look at the highlights. That pedigree attempt by Rollins, and then that big German stacking Seth for the pin. 1, 2, 3.
Here is your winner,
The Ring General with the victory. And Gunther advances as he faces Edge next week in his semi-final. Tune in next week on Raw for that one. We'll see you then.